Well, we're here in the nice new boardroom at the town crier in McAllen. We've even got some established garnishings here for the show, Pete. Talking sports, the summer edition lives. There's a lot to talk about.
You've been quite busy, haven't you?
Well, if you want to in this town, you can, in McAllen, same way, you can find a sporting event every day, every night, whether it be the club softball, the summer league in Edinburg is going bananas right now. I really enjoy it. I think it's an opportunity to scout kids that you know coming up next year and meet some new ones and see some new ones that are going to be coming up too. So I feel like I'm much more well placed to report about what I see because I watch the development of the kids in the summer.
Yeah, so you get something to do, you watch a good game, which apparently you reported on one in Edinburg North and Rowe.
It was so great. Remember how a couple of weeks ago we were like, wow, North needs to play Rowe in the Tip-Off Classic. We'll sponsor it. That idea is not dead, but it's certainly on life support right now. But they played. They played anyway. They played in the first game of the Summer League tournament. I think they had to do that on purpose. That was pretty slick. Rowe, I think, played a superior ball game. They ended up winning by 6. They had a 17-point lead at one point. They were scoring inside with ease, man. And they were hitting their shots and they were playing defense. North made a great comeback. North defense, when it turns the defense up, it's the best team in the valley.
Yeah.
And it did, and it cut 17 down to 6, but at the end, they made the free throws, did the Warriors. And I'll tell you what, two very quality teams.
Alan Martinez, you said, was lights out for Rowe.
That guy's a great shooter, man. He's a big kid, and I just, watching him, his stroke is phenomenal. I really feel like he has a chance to be a college player. I think in order for him to be a real factor, he needs to get a few more shots. The thing is, it could work around some big kids. Rudy Campos the same way. That guy can play.
They can.
What a passer he is.
And that might minimize his shots per game. Having two bigs, I mean, you feed him down there, but he can.
They're both good passers.
He can shoot from the wing as well.
Rudy?
No, Alan. Yeah.
Oh man, God.
During the season, like
he can get him on the goal.
When he was, when Rowe had a big lead, all of a sudden you'd see him on the wing shooting threes, and they'd go in.
He could score 20 points a game this year. I really feel like that guy's unstoppable because as soon as he gets better at taking it off the dribble and pulling up, which he can already do, his upside is amazing. Rudy Campos reminds me of those old kids that used to have at Hannah back in the day. They always had a kid, he wasn't a 6'8" guy, but he was 6'4", 6'3", good action, could pass the ball, move without the ball. Rudy's a good player, man. He blocks some shots.
They're going to be a strong team, especially,
they're going to be great.
Just lost one starter. I mean.
Right, exactly. Gatling is a guy. Have you seen Gatling?
I haven't.
Gatling is enormous, man. He looks strong. He's like 6'5" now or something. So that's maybe. I mean, he plays over in a crouch, and he's a good player. Depending on if he has a great senior year, that team can go a long way. I really feel like he's one of the keys to the season because you can't guard him. How are you going to guard a kid 6'5" that's got a handle? I mean, that's ridiculous,
And who's not playing in the post.
Well, my pipe dream of the day, my daydream was, what if he played a 4? And you moved a lot out to a 3. Of course, we're trying to coach his business for it. Oh, well, next time Yabro sees me, he's going to pop me on the head enough already.
And he'll do it, too.
Yeah, indeed he will. You got to be kidding.
He'll just be like,
I love Marauder of Brownsville Pace. He was a Viking back in the day, man. That guy was a great player. He averaged, 18 or 19 a game one year. Yeah, he was tough.
So what else is going on? I've been gone for a week. I was on vacation.
Vacation, he says. Meanwhile, the rest of us have our shackles still on. That's all right. He deserved it, man. Pete's had a great year. What else is going on? Well, basketball, also the girls are looking pretty solid, man. The Vela girls are a very interesting team. They had that good season last year. They dropped a little bit in the playoff seeding at the end, but they've got a lot of talent back. The only person missing is Emily Azubel. Oh, well, just a great player. So, I mean, there is a loss. But, man, they got some other kids who are stepping up. You keep an eye on this girl. Jada Mohammed. That's Raheem's Mohammed kid. He used to play for Pan Am. She's a freshman. She's got really good activity on the court, man. She's got good hands. She's quick. She's agile. I really feel like when she starts to dribble, she has a decent stroke. I think she's going to be a great player.
Nice.
Well, she's going to be a 4-year player.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, that's very good.
So you saw Sherryland as well, right?
I saw Sherryland. The boys in particular, Patrick Delatorre. The kid's about 6'4". He's a great inside player, but he can also run. I mean, he had 27 points. They killed La Jolla, man. They just ran him out of the gym yesterday. Yeah. And that guy's good. I feel like Sherryland's a team that was very balanced in scoring last year. Remember, they had a bunch of guys averaging 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They could use a guy getting 22, 25, and I think Patrick can do it, man. He's a very good player. He's getting taller. He's really got a very agile for a big kid. He needs to work a little bit more on foot quickness, but no, he's good.
Yeah, what about boards? Did he come down?
He can rebound like crazy. he gets a lot of defensive rebounds. In other words, when the shot goes up, he'll get it. I mean, he'll get it. So if he could average about 18 and 8 next year for them, I think that'll be just fine. They got some other big kids too. You should have seen.
Fine for almost anybody.
I know. Well, yeah, 18 and 8. Yeah, no big deal. He'll just be all out. No, this guy, the other guy they have is John, number 5, the big kid. They've had him for years. He's 6'5". Man, he got up on the rim and I mean, he can dunk the ball. I think Patrick can dunk the ball too. So they got big kids. They may have a couple of guys score a ton of points next year as opposed to the balanced approach. But I think that team's definitely going to be good.
Nice.
North's going to be good.
Nice.
Look, North was missing David Ansaldua. North, has a good center, but David was that X factor, man. He was so big, he disrupted a lot of things. He made you think twice about driving because you got to run into him. Forget it. He was a man in the middle. But they still have a great team. Their guard play is going to be superior to most teams they play. There's a new guy called Ramos that's going to take over for Christian Cantu. No, I think they're going to be great. North and Rowe will start the season as 1 and 2, in my opinion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Rowe obviously having if this victory holds up and they win the tournament, then they'll be number 1. And if North win it, then they'll be number 1. That's why I look at it.
What about a couple of previews, Greg? I mean, we've got a couple of All-Star games coming up in the Diamond.
The baseball All-Star game and the softball on the same day in La Jolla. It's always out there at that nice complex they have. So you got to go back and forth. If it's me, I'm every other inning back and forth. I think it's the 22nd, maybe, if that's a Saturday. I don't have a calendar with me, but a couple of weeks.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I always look forward to that. Hey, it'll be your last shot at Trace Bardetta for a while. I think he's scheduled to play in the game. He's the best player in the Valley, right?
I would hope so. Well, maybe. I mean, it's got to be light. Probably like that football game that we saw.
Is.
Yeah, nothing.
It's fun. One team usually kills the other for some reason. I don't know why. We've been the West has been killing lately pretty good, but we'll see. You never know in an All-Star game. Who knows? All I can say is that there's going to be some great players, and I ain't going to miss it. I never miss an opportunity for an All-Star game. Very seldom.
Yeah.
The basketball one of those kind of thrown me the last couple times, but whatever.
Yeah, so it happens.
Hey, there's a lot of volleyball going on right now, Pete. You got to get out there and see the Rowe volleyball girls, man. That is a very impressive group of athletes. I mean, Maida Garcia from basketball they've got the potential of a great defense at the net. And they've got some hitters, too. I think Rowe's going to be just fine. McAllen, too. McAllen's going to be tough. So all those teams are playing over there. Rowe, McAllen, all the Edinburg schools.
Seems like Edinburg's place to be.
It is. It's the place to be in the summer. I watched North play volleyball. The best thing about the volleyball and the basketball is that the X's, the people who just graduated that unbelievable senior class, they're all coaching on the teams. So it's pretty cool, man. They're like trying to figure out how to coach. I mean, it's good.
Just bringing up opportunities for when they do finish the school.
Because a lot of those people really do want to be that. I know I was talking to one of the Vela gals, Vanessa Pettis. She goes to Pan Am concurrent enrollment. She was talking about teaching and coaching somewhere down the road. So I think put it this way, it's something you know about, something you have experience in.
You learn since you were,
And the key, it's something you love. Right? If you do something that you like and you do it well, you'll be successful in life. So I always like to hear that our kids are encouraged to go into coaching. One of those things that it means is that maybe they had coaches who inspired them.
Exactly.
Right? There's got to be people, men and women,
and there are people like that. I mean, Lalo.
Yeah, man. Lalo.
You get people like that, who've been doing it all their lives. Coach Yevda, like you said, they've been doing it all their lives.
Wait till you see Coach Abra's son. He ain't but about 10 years old, but he's real tall, and I heard he likes to play.
I've seen him.
Yeah. Not bad.
He hangs around there. He hangs around Rowe.
If we hang around long enough, we can see his kid play. That's what I'm looking forward to, seeing the next generation.
Yeah, because at school, you see him grow up. You're like, I remember your brother, or
Yeah, exactly.
Like
totally,
you go through that, and it's fun.
That's why I always love the Valley. Because in Austin, it's still big. You can see a person and be cool with them, and then a year later, you forget their name, right? Because you never see them. But here, we tend to run in the same circles and see people. That's a sense of community. That's that sense of family that people talk about, family values type thing. No, that's what I found to be.
Which draws a lot of people back to the Valley once they've gone off and done what they needed to do.
Yeah, well, you always got to go away. It's the country mouse and the city mouse. Remember that fable?
Sure.
You always got to go see the greener. My grandmother used to say, you have to go see the purple pig in the next county. That was the best thing I've ever heard that describes this wanderlust of the youth. You will come home because this is the place where you feel most comfortable. Yeah. And we are a thriving, successful place that need good professionals to help us do all the right things.
And we're on our way, I think. I totally believe that, and we're just going to get better.
I'll tell you what, man, we certainly got a pretty healthy population, don't we? Healthy in terms of numbers, sure. Maybe not so much in terms of obesity. I think those things, I know plenty of people in McAllen who are physically fit. So all that whole thing, that obesity thing, of course, this is the opening for lots of really funny jokes that we've probably been telling there, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah. What I am going to do is say, hey, go to the All-Star games. The baseball and softball all-district and all-valley teams should be coming out, and tonight is the other guys having a big-time award ceremony that we're all interested in. So we'll definitely be able to look at some of their picks for who did what in Player of the Year. I can tell you this in closing. Of course, I'm going to put myself on the spot. I don't think that I've seen a girls athlete as good as Leah Brown in 25 years. And so the fact that she probably, I don't think, is going to win that award as the best girls athlete, that is interesting to me. That's all I'll say. Are we out of here?
One last thing.
One last thing.
For these, you know, for the fans who want to go see these summer leagues, they just show up, or they, you know.
Go to the Parks and Rec, and they have different colored schedules for each event. The games usually start at 5:30. They end at 9:30. There's 4 games a night. 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. Over at Edinburg High, they're playing boys basketball. The volleyball is all at Edinburg North, and the girls basketball is in Vela and North. I can't believe I just did that, but it's all right, believe me. Go to the Parks and Rec and get yourself a paper. That was phenomenal.
That deserves a reward.
Ooh, actually, the thing is, I'm going to probably find out that I was wrong. Whatever, okay. But we won't have to record that if I'm wrong, do we? All right, man. Hey.
Well, hey, let's go check out this couple of games, and we'll get at it.
We'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.